Hi, welcome to Throuple Talk. I'm your host, The Devil, and today with me I have a couple snooty nuns, and this is our Halloween episode, and we are going to be reading comments that we've gotten on our social media pages.
It's going to be a fun one. Welcome. Woohoo!
Stay tuned.
Well, welcome to our fun Halloween episode. We are excited. This is going to be a fun one. We're reading not all of the comments that we've gotten over the last few weeks, but some of the more fun ones.
Just the fun, exciting ones.
Yeah, a little bit of hate mail in here and just people making fun of us and having fun with what we're saying. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun tonight.
Nice. All right, I'm going to jump right in because I really like this one. No, it's completely an excuse to be a sloot. SLOOT.
Yeah, so they don't get flagged.
What can you give us background? What was that?
Yeah, so this was to our post that got us the most hate that we've gotten so far. It was on Instagram, and it was a post where we were talking about the fact that polyamory is not an excuse to be promiscuous. And it got everybody so mad. They just went wild.
How dare you? Of course it's an excuse to just sleep around.
They got so upset that I was taking away from them the reason for hating us. And it was interesting.
Yeah,
they need to hate us. They need to hate us.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's not an excuse to be promiscuous, but it's completely an excuse to be a sloot.
Yeah, you guys are a couple sleuths.
Oh well. I've been called worse.
Another comment was, 2 hands, 2 women, 3 or 4, same works for feet. 2 or 3 men, same solution. It's not rocket science. Division of labor.
What does that even mean?
That doesn't even make any sense to me.
Is that a mathematical equation? A haiku?
I think it's his way of making this all make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. Find Jesus.
But you guys are nuns.
We already know Jesus. We're good pals.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a follow-up. I think she had she posted a couple comments. That was one, and then another was, of course you're going to have people like this. There are 7 billion people on this planet, but it's wrong. It's against God. And those women are not fulfilled.
Oh, well.
Oh, we get a lot of church lady hates.
Yes.
Every
love
time
the
I
projection.
read, when I read these, all I can see is Dana Carvey from Saturday Night Live. Like, you know who else likes polyamory? Satan.
I don't even know what that is, but I want to watch it.
The church lady.
Okay,
Do
this
you
is
like polyamory, Satan?
yes, I do. All right, this is actually my favorite, and it's actually very funny. A good job. Mm-hmm. I couldn't have 2 wives at the same time. That'd be such a headache. Imagine what it's like asking them what they want to eat. Yeah,
Okay, that's
very
funny.
good.
That's funny. I get it.
All right,
Yes.
there you go.
Fair.
Good job.
Fair.
Oh, yes. There's one. Who wants to read this one?
Go for it.
Okay. Why any man would want to do this is beyond me. I mean, I get the sex part, I guess. But that downside, though, being married to the same woman for 30 years, 0 chance I would want to potentially double my sexual encounters and quadruple the noise level. So my takeaway from this is that this man does not have a very happy marriage. There's a lot of noise and no sex.
Is he trying to sell us on monogamy?
I think he is.
He also, I think, has some trouble with math because how does it quadruple when you just double the women?
Well, I think he's saying already his wife has twice the problems and half the sex.
Yeah.
He could just be doubling his bad situation.
I think you're right.
You're right. So he's like, he's stuck in a marriage. And he's afraid if he leaves it, he'll get divorce raped. So,
Well, probably nobody's going to take him at that age anyways. 30 years plus what? He's probably at least 50 by now.
yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't stick with it, dude. Stick with it.
Hold on.
Yep.
We're rooting for you.
Monogamy is the best choice for you. Stick with it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How about those? Next one. Should definitely be my fave.
It doesn't even make sense because it was
I
a
get
video where we both were on there.
Yeah.
I think he was talking about me.
Yeah,
Were you in it?
obviously.
Yeah.
Technically, we all three were.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. I like this one where somebody said, don't be an asshole and enter a monogamous relationship if you aren't confident in your ability to be monogamous.
Then in that case, nobody should get married because half the marriage is in a divorce, and half the marriages they're cheating on each other.
Yes.
And nobody even asked me if I want another type of relationship.
Yeah.
It wasn't an option. I was kind of like thrown into it. I'm not an asshole.
Also, it was on, if I remember right, it was on the video where we were talking about that Josh was never afraid of the monogamy or the commitment of a monogamous relationship. And yeah, this person. And he didn't know that polyamory was a thing. And
Yeah.
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 yeah, somebody making judgments off of a little
People get
30-second
very
clip.
angry.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
angry.
I don't have
Yes.
my only commitment issue is I like to keep making more commitments.
That
Is
is
that a
an issue.
problem?
Occasionally. No more projects.
Don't call her a project, okay?
Hey.
Okay, I am a little
Too
bit
far.
of a handful.
All right, here we go. People are delusional. Be better. So we should
Be better.
We should be better.
Yes.
Be better.
Okay. I will take that.
It's very simple.
Yes.
I like it to the point.
Yes.
I like this one that says, this is going to end bad. And it's what, like 10
9.
clown emojis?
Counted it.
9 clown
9
emojis.
Clown emojis.
Yes.
I
It's
can,
serious.
I can sense like a little frustration.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
This comment.
If you end anything in clown to the 9th power, then
Yes. There's
This is-
frustration. Something's going on. Oh, you read this one, Josh. That's
Okay.
for you.
ha 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 ha. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You mean we have animal instincts that we do not act on? Shocking. Sins are sins because we are human. There is no stealing, no rape, no murder, and no cheating for animals. What episode was that from?
It was also the one where we were talking about coming out as polyamorous and understanding that you're wired differently, and you have. And we were talking about how if you have urges, not urges. We were talking if you have fantasies, non-monogamous fantasy, any fantasy whatsoever, that makes you non-monogamous. Even if you act on them or not, just the wiring, the desire to have sex with more people or like fantasizing about somebody. Makes you
Fantasizing
non-monogamous.
About being with somebody that you're not in a relationship with
exactly.
right now.
So that's what got him like, oh.
Yeah. Another one says, this is trash. And people would love us to lose our values and have zero direction. No thanks.
Where are those people?
We're the trash.
For sure.
So just act like animals. Big thumbs up.
That's what he says.
I think we like that.
Yes.
That's fine with me.
It's like that you and me, baby, ain't nothing but man. The Bloodhound Gang thought on the 90s.
Exactly. See, this is not a new concept, people.
Yeah.
I like this one. People are dumb. Your mind is the place where your brain takes the time to solve problems. Social/sexual dynamics are one of those areas. Just because your mind takes the time to think about something to a logical end doesn't mean your brain is wired that way. Your brain isn't wired to act on every thought that comes out of your head. Otherwise, if it were, you would be driven to act on unspeakable. Merely to see what would happen, like a cat who's driven to push something off a table service.
I think he just mansplained stuff to us.
And left out a few words.
Don't do drugs, kids.
No, I actually went on this guy's profile, and it says something that he likes to jam.
Jam.
That's why, like, I don't know. He's into jamming. I don't know what that means, but that's like, I like to jam. English is not my first language, so I don't really understand what that really means. But
I noticed this in almost all of these. They're misspelled. The grammar's horrible. You know, it's like
I
it's
think that's because
atrocious.
of the anger. They're
think
so
so?
angry. They're so angry when they're writing the comments, that they don't take time to like actually. This is not a discussion. This is just them like projecting and like just hating on us.
Yeah. And most of these, it's worth mentioning, are comments from the shorts. They're not on our actual episodes.
Right.
This is based on such a small
Right.
amount of
Very,
context.
Very small context.
Yeah.
And they don't care what the truth is. They don't want to know. They just, I hear something that makes me feel really uncomfortable. So therefore I have to lash out.
Yes.
And this is something that I want to make an announcement. Our podcast is not to get people's approval of our lifestyle. It's just to bring awareness to the fact that we are being treated unfairly. I want equality of rights. I don't need people to agree with us.
Yeah. And we're not trying to
not
push our way of life on anybody either. It's like,
Exactly. Yeah. This just in. Triple lobotomy witnessed live on air. Comment.
The hate.
yeah. Haters gonna hate.
Dude, it's
You know,
amazing.
the famous American poet Tay Swift says you just got to shake it off.
Did you just... I just like you more right now.
Yes.
Yes, Taylor Swift is my guilty pleasure. Her songs make so much sense. I hate it that I like it so much. They do.
Shake it off.
Yes.
This next comment was a response to when Josh had said that monogamy, or I guess we were all talking about how monogamy is working for very few people. And this person's response was, very few? Seriously? You can F as many people as you want, but most people want to remain monogamous because they simply want to, and it's what works for them. Stop projecting your worldview onto everyone else.
We were not doing that.
Yeah.
for the record.
We are happy that you love monogamy.
Yes.
Keep it going.
Yes.
Just please don't project your worldview onto us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Be the best slag you can. I think that's some kind of British word for sloot.
Yes, it's
Yes.
a flute.
It's a sloot
Yes.
It's a flute.
in the motherland.
It's a flute in Britain. Britain flute.
Yes. There's another naysayer, how to not have a girlfriend or wife.
But I have both. So,
Yes, you do.
so how does that work?
I don't know. It didn't work for him.
Right?
Please explain in the comments.
Yes. That would be nice if after this episode we get some responses.
Right.
You know, like kind of keep it going.
And please correct your grammar and spelling so we can read this.
Don't want to misrepresent by misinterpreting.
Oh, this is a nice one. I love it when people just psychoanalyze us and they turn into experts. People are always experts. Definitely not the case. And I can tell by your body language that the stuff you're trying to convince yourself of isn't working either. This was in reference to one of us, Sharon or I. Only way poly relationship works is if you're a cuck or you're not that smart and actually believe everyone is treated and loved equally and there isn't a favorite. These relationships are built from trauma and with only cause, I read it correctly, I guess it means and will only cause
I think,
more,
yeah.
but you can try to convince yourselves different. This was about, I think it was to our video where we were talking about non-hierarchical polyamory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you guys' body language is atrocious.
It is.
It says a lot.
Do I look like I was and am still traumatized?
Yes.
Yes.
You're definitely trauma.
The trauma is evident. I have issues. Yes.
And if it was directed at me, thank you very much for calling out how socially awkward I am. I'm working on it. So keep watching and hopefully
It'll get better.
Get over this. Yes.
Just because your brains take you somewhere doesn't mean you're wired to go there. The brain is a playground. It's called an imagination and a fantasy for a reason. I think that's back to that video, right? Where we were talking about if you're having a fantasy about
Yes.
having a threesome, you may not be monogamous.
How
Yes.
dare you? I am monogamous.
I am monogamous. Just because I watched a lot of porn doesn't mean.
Oh, this is about what I was talking when I was saying that I tried monogamy and it just didn't work, and I was thinking something was wrong with me. And this individual is saying it's quoting me. I tried it once and it didn't work. Something must be wrong with me. And LMAO, something's definitely wrong with you, but it's that you give up too easily.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for the relationship advice, dude.
that's the whole monogamy,
Yeah.
mantra. Like
Yeah.
you just need to keep going. Just hold on. Get through the misery. And soon you'll be
And I
dead.
get it.
It'll
I
be
get
over.
it. I get it. And this is something that, seriously speaking now, that you two have, and it's something that I always felt like I needed to do and I wanted to do in a relationship, just find the right person and just keep going, you know? But to me, it was never, there was something always missing. It wasn't the lack of desire to keep going. So that's where it was the monogamous aspect of it that was not working for me.
Yeah, I've heard you say before, like you have to have a partner that's willing to work with you.
Right. You can't do it by yourself.
Yes. So if one person is interested in growing as an individual.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Some relationships just are never going to go the distance.
Right. It depends what you want, right?
Yeah.
If you just want to be happy like the guy that was married for 30 years and he has a lot of noise and no sex, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Just keep going, you know?
Yep.
But if you want something that like drives you and makes you better and makes everything around you better and you don't have that right partner by your side, then you're wasting your life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, keep going, but you can't do it by yourself. It's called a partnership for a reason.
Exactly.
Yes. So I don't have any idea what this one is referring to, but they say it's okay. Men will no longer be stepfathers anymore.
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. I feel like I had to include it because it made no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He commented on the wrong video.
Maybe he watched another video and then like, you know, the shorts just kind of moved and he's
Yeah,
like,
you never see gays try to convince people. I don't even want to comment on it. I just
Wow,
leave
just
that
wow.
there, out
just
there.
the fact that you called the gay people
The
gays.
gays. Yeah. That's what it feels like sometimes. Like, this is what it was like to be gay in like the 80s and the
It
90s.
is.
It's like, because all the bashing that comes out at us. It's
Yeah.
like, if you 30 years ago and the internet existed, you would have been gay bashing. That's who
Right.
you are as a person.
Right. No,
Yeah.
it's the same.
It is wrong.
It is wrong.
It is wrong.
That's
It is wrong.
That's another church lady.
Yes.
You know who else likes polyamory? Satan.
Beelzebub.
I like this one. What is this dystopian hell?
And that's a good one. Isn't that a double
Welcome.
double term? Is
It's a double negative.
dystopia,
So I
right?
think
Yeah.
they're like, what is this heaven?
Oh, I love this one. Sure. You lost me a blue hair.
Right?
Yeah.
You had
Deep.
my full attention until I saw your blue
Once
hair.
I saw your
That's
blue
when I
hair,
was lost.
Yep.
then I knew you were a sloot.
Or a slag.
Slag. You slaggy sloot.
Oh, well. I guess
I'm
you
more of
have
a snooty
you have a
slag,
type.
but
There's
I definitely have blue hair.
There's a certain type of women in this household. They have colorful hair and they're slags.
And sloots.
Sloots.
LMAO. They are just upset that they aren't enough for someone, that their partner has to go find someone else to fulfill them because they aren't good enough.
First of all, I don't think anybody was upset.
No, this is somebody projecting how they would feel if their partner needed somebody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Second of all, thank you for commenting on our video and not even referring to us to the second person, you know,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of insecurity in that comment.
And thank you for the free psychoanalytical point of view.
Yes. So much advice.
I'm glad I don't have to read
Glorious.
the next one. It's atrocious.
Come on, it's a good one.
It's the misspellings. of the-
Whose turn is it?
Yeah,
Is it my
I don't-
turn?
I'm not doing it.
The last bastion of the hopelessly insecure and emotionally stunted polyamory.
You fixed all the spellings.
It doesn't say last
I know
bastion. It says Laat. L-A-A-T.
It wouldn't have
bastion.
made any sense. It's a good one. It's a good one. I like
It
this
was
one.
like digging deep to
It's
like
very-
use a big vocabulary. To,
It's I feel like I'm reading a fiction novel.
Right.
I like it.
Polyamory is glorified commitment issues. Stop lying to yourself.
You are the father of lies.
Yeah, yeah.
I do admit there's people using it for that.
Yeah, that's very true.
It wasn't to the subject of what we were talking about. Probably most of these comments never are, but yes.
Yeah. Polyamory is not legal in the UK nor the USA. However, if you choose to live up that kind of lifestyle, then note that you are not protected under either UK or USA law.
Thank you, lawyer Frank.
Yes, thank you. That is one of the reasons we are hosting this podcast. We'd like to see that changed.
Well, I mean, that's very interesting because we're not protected, under the law for jobs and stuff like that. But I didn't know it was completely illegal.
It's not illegal.
And I'm pretty
Yeah, no.
sure this
Polygamy is illegal.
Pilgrim here says
Well, he's a pilgrim, so he must have been all over the
he
world.
says it is illegal. I would like to know.
I mentioned that in the previous episode.
Please put it in the comments. I'd like to know what the fines are. What are we up
Yes.
against here?
Right?
Yeah. And,
There's a big difference between not protected and you're going to go to jail for
no,
this.
I think he's that
Prosecution.
stupid that he doesn't know the difference between polygamy and polyamory. I think he's talking about polygamy.
Well, he's a pilgrim. He's
Yeah,
probably very old.
probably.
Things have changed a lot.
Hundreds of years old.
Been a lot of changes in the law.
Oh, why do I always get the fun ones about the hair? Why do people on this side of things always have pink, blue, purple, green hair? What's the commonality here?
I don't know.
I don't
What is it?
know.
I don't know. I wish they would have expounded more and told us what
Are you
the
hating?
commonality is.
Do you want to be so like outrageous as we are when you walk on the street, but your boring hair doesn't let you do it?
What color is
Yeah.
that? Is that slag or sloot?
It's a mix. It's a fusion of slag and sloot.
Mentally ill degenerates, making their delusional ideologies try to seem normal. I'm their own echo chamber.
I don't know what that means.
I think he was trying to say in their own echo chamber, but
I'm
Yeah.
not fixing it.
yes.
Echo. You should use the echo thing.
Somebody wants to be our echo chamber. Can you make our ideologies seem less delusional? Adverse childhood experiences and having low self-esteem may influence why we seek approval. If you have a fragile sense of self-worth, it can be hard to validate your own experiences. So you may need to seek approval from others.
Yet another free.
No idea.
Psychoanalytical
Yeah, no idea what the
insight.
context was.
Somebody's in college right now and they're practicing on us.
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is in all capital letters. The women are shortchanging themselves. And I'm thinking that's us. We're the women.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, the snake will rear its ugly head in this paradise. Oh God, this is a good one.
Oh, I see the double spaces. It's driving me nuts.
This is a very religious one, isn't it?
The thing is, the snake rears its head and it's not ugly, and it rears its head often enough to keep it a paradise. So,
What?
This
What
one,
kind of snake are we talking about here?
whatever snake this person was talking about.
well, I've been known to take the form of a serpent in the Garden of Eden.
There is no shortchanging. Let's just say that.
You should try this apple. It's delicious.
Yes.
She looks so happy with like a bazillion laughy faces. I think it's sarcasm.
It's sarcasm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 laughing faces.
Can you count it again in Romanian, please?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. Yes, I got it right. 17. I count in Romanian when I count.
Poly people are just cheaters, and they're spineless doormats trying to rebrand their image as a queer identity so that nobody can judge it, or else they're queerophobic.
I think that's funny because we're literally the only ones being open
Right.
and honest about what we're doing. Why why monogamous cheaters, not that all monogamous people cheat, but the ones that do are doing it behind
Yeah.
their partner's backs. But somehow we are the cheaters. We got the label for cheating, even though we're doing exactly the opposite of that.
You're right. We are
We're
very
having
open.
relationships with people openly.
But like we were talking in our previous episode where we were talking about polyamory and jealousy, dealing with jealousy and insecurities. And you guys might want to check that one out. We're going to include a card for it. Click, click, click. It's okay to cheat and hide it. But it's not okay to not cheat and be openly like whatever is your orientation or your relationship choice. And just say it to the world because that's wrong if it's anything that is non-monogamous. So it's fine to just hide and cheat, but it's not fine to be open sexually and just be truthful and be honest with your partner and talk about your insecurities and dreams and wishes.
Yeah. Man, I effing love poly. I can sleep around and don't need to do any of the emotional stuff. It's fun. Would I ever try and settle down with any of my poly partners? Hell no. They can get their emotional support from one of the other guys. That's exactly what we were talking about not doing. But
Yeah, this is where I was kind enough to answer and say that this is not what we were what we're talking about, and to watch our episode if they want to know more about it. And the answer was like, nah, I'm good. So there you go.
I'm not interested in knowing what you guys are really saying.
I
I
just
just want to judge it from here.
I just want to bash you. Yes.
The values people have don't line up with how things used to be in either scenario. What they know is that they get what they want, and the remainder is still thought of as an inconvenience. What tends to happen in my direct experiences with polyamory is people validating their selfish desires and avoiding consequences, all framed under the guise of ethical promiscuity and just being honest. People are 100% full of
That was very confusing. I'm not sure I followed, but okay. Thank you for your comment. Here is a tip. Just don't get involved in stupid shit like that.
Damn, what bad advice, LOL. If you want to be a whore, just do it. All I see is commitment issues and a whole lot of daddy issues from the ladies, especially if you're 40 years old with red and blue hair in the Karen cut, fucking Kirkland brand Danny Trejo.
Can somebody translate this for us?
Yeah, that's full of a lot, and I don't even know how to begin.
Or whores, because I'm confused.
You have to be on drugs to understand this.
Okay.
This is the only way you can interpret it.
They called us ladies after they called us whores, so that kind of makes it better.
You're a lady horse.
Yeah.
Lady whores with Karen cuts. I don't understand the Kirkland brand, Danny Trejo.
No.
When will the polyamorous shut up?
Never.
They want to know. When
Never.
will
We will
finally
never shut up.
How about after we
You're
have equality?
stuck with us.
Yeah. And we had a few comments that were so bad that even YouTube had to hide them. It's degenerates like you belong on a cross.
I like this one. On St. Andrew's cross. Disgusting.
Yeah. Tell us you're garbage without saying it.
By the way, disgusting was a comment. I didn't say that.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure people get it.
I'm not sure why that one got hidden and others didn't, but yeah. Oh, this was our newest one. You know how poisonous frogs warn others that they are dangerous by their bright coloring? ...
I have to say, thank God, thank Satan, that we have colorful hair. Because if we wouldn't have had colorful hair, I don't know what these people are going to be talking about.
I know it's half the comments.
Like it is. There's just something about the hair. It just drives them mad.
It's funny because we can't go out in public anywhere without you guys getting a dozen compliments on your hair. But if you go on the internet, it's just all bad.
They all want it, but at the same time, they're like, I'm very uncomfortable with this.
Mm-hmm. It discredits everything we say. Clearly.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I like how people always ask us if we're sisters.
Yes.
Like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Especially when we both had blue hair.
Born with this hair, for sure. It's natural.
We're twins. Yeah. Thank you.
Twinsies.
Yes. Wanted to give a shout out to one of our fans, Ethan Betts. He said, the setup is great. This is a unique podcast formula, and you three vibe like great friends. Fun all around. Have a good one, and I'll be there.
Nice.
Ethan,
Thanks,
thank you.
Thank you, Ethan.
That's awesome.
See, people still love us.
Yes.
Come on. Okay, that's a wrap. We're all done. Thank you for helping to normalize alternative relationship structures by liking, subscribing, and sharing with people just like yourselves.
If you found this episode helpful, please comment below.
Have a safe and happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
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 You said yes and didn't.
Didn't I say the music to stop? Did you just put it back on? What the hell is wrong with you?
I will listen.
We're screaming at each other.
It's the Highway to Hell song. It's kind of my theme song because I'm the devil.